is a Honda Z50 Monkey Bike, and we are going to discover it. So as I mentioned, this particular bike is not mine. This belongs to a friend of mine, Farhad, who is restoring this as well. I'm sorry Farhad, but your bike is in a pretty bad shape than mine, and according to Farhad, this is almost restored. He's painted it as well. I'm really sorry, I don't want to shit all over your restoration, but you can do a much better job. Anyhow, so this is Z50. Farhad has a lot of monkey bikes, but maybe that's why he can't pay attention to each and every one of them. But my particular bike is Z50 as well. Obviously it has a light, and I'm going with a very interesting color theme. Farhad has also changed the engine. So this engine is now from a Honda Cub 50. The difference is that this is a clutchless engine. You can call it sort of a semi-automatic. The one I have is still an original engine, so it has a clutch and it has 3 gears. This one I think has 4 gears if he has switched it up to the regular Cub engine. Other than that, this is how the form factor of the bike is. Really big seat, small tank, monkey bars for handlebars. Maybe that's why it's called a monkey bike. But yeah, this is what the basic bike looks like. We've also put on some fresh tires, even though Farhad doesn't like them, because these are more or less from a Vespa. Its original tires look something like this. Right here are the parts for my bike. You can see it has the same exhaust as that one over there, and then there's some other parts. Actually, open this and show you. This is the headlight of it. The ring obviously needs re-chroming or buffing. These are the springs, and some of the parts are from my other bike, the S90. We are definitely going to do a video on that as well. It has a very interesting story to tell too. So that's that, and I'm a little late in making this video because the restoration process has already started. The mechanical components of the bike are in Peshawar. The bike has already been disassembled. The body parts, the tank, the fenders, the frame, everything is at the workshop being painted. I've not given him the paint code yet. I mean, I have the paint samples, but he's not purchased the paint yet. The body is just being prepared, and I think you guys will start seeing this from this point onwards, and the body is getting painted. So these parts will get painted, the frame, the tank, everything. Then it will go to Peshawar where the engine and all the mechanical parts are, and then it will all be put together in Peshawar, and hopefully we'll be able to do a test drive. Talking about test drives, let's take this one for a ride. So, even though I brought this from the workshop just a few days ago, and I told the guy that it is shifting up, but it is not shifting down, and tried persuading it with a little WD-40 and good old Jeremy Clarkson's school of mechanics with a hammer did not work. So this needs to go to the workshop as well, and while we're at the workshop we can also go and check the progress on my monkey. So let's go. we really couldn't figure out what was wrong. There were a lot of theories about the gearing of the bike. Sometimes the dude said that there are only 2 gears. Kabhi wo kehta hai ki it's 2 down and then 3 backwards, which doesn't make sense at all, because if it's in 2nd gear and you go down, it means it should go to 1. And the neutral was somewhere between, I don't know. I don't know what was going on, because it couldn't have been like a sports bike, because that's 1 down, rest up. This was 1 down, then neutral, but then the other gears were just, we couldn't just figure it out. Anyhow, I've loaded the bike back in the back of the Freed, and now I'm heading to my painter, where I'll show him this bike so that he has a better idea of what paint goes where. And then I'll hold on to it. I thought that I'll drop this off at Farhad's place, but I think I'll hold on to it for a bit, because he's going to be here in a couple of days, and then I can help him transport this in the Freed back to this mechanic and see if we need to change the gear lever or something like that. So let's go. As you would have guessed by now, the color is going to be two-tone. I am sure you can tell by the shades of the bottles which colors these are. This is a fluorescent orange and this is a blue, more or less like my Beetles. Those of you who are into motor racing and motorsport would know that these 2 colors constitute the colors of the Gulf racing livery. I've always really loved the Gulf livery, and I've always wanted a car or a bike with that livery. Unfortunately, our painters here locally cannot pull it off. I tried to get one to do it, but he absolutely refused, because there's a lot of technicality. The edges are supposed to be orange, the main body is blue, then there's a stripe running down the middle that is supposed to be orange, but they just couldn't manage all the taping and all the masking and all of that. I even thought of doing it on the Beetle. I've thought of doing it on the Vespa, not this one, the other is the grey one. But yeah, finally I thought this is a small enough bike and I could do that project. But then, even though I'm using the same colors, the theme switched a bit. So these colors are not only for the Gulf racing livery, they're also for the kids show called Blippi. Those of you who are dads or have nephews or nieces, they would know Blippi very much so, and they would also know that Blippi also, these 2 colors are the theme of Blippi. So because I bought this bike for Share, I thought I would do something that would make him happy, and that's why I went with these colors. Yeah, and that's that. The engine, obviously the exhaust, all of those things are supposed to be matte black, because we don't have many options that we can do them any other color, because they're supposed to be high heat resistance paint, and that's only available in black. So let's go and see the progress. As you can probably see from my beard, it has been quite a time jump because the bike was prepped almost 5-6 months ago, but first I was busy, then the painter was busy, and we just couldn't agree on a time or a date to get the parts painted. But I'm on my way now. It's happening today, and the bike will be up and running hopefully in some time. So we're here at the paint booth. They've unloaded the parts. Let's go in and check it out.